This video provides a quick overview of keyboard shortcuts in SketchUp. The advantage of using shortcuts is they make SketchUp a lot easier and faster to use. You don't have to navigate to various toolbars to select tools, and you don't have to pull down menus or remember where an item is in a menu to do menu settings. So I'm going to go over some of the default shortcuts that are built into SketchUp and also some of the custom shortcuts that I use that I think will make your modeling a lot easier. So if you press R, you're in the rectangle tool, and we'll be using rectangles to draw basically everything, all of our timbers and braces and things like that. C is a circle tool, which we'll use for making peg holes. P is push-pull, which we'll be using for sizing various timbers. M is the move tool, where we can move components and groups and selected geometry around. T is a tape measure tool, so that we can measure things. E is the erase tool, where you can erase edges, faces, components, whatever you want to erase. Spacebar allows you to go to Select Tool. So in this case, I can do a lot faster erasing using the Select Tool. So those are some of the basics there. Also, if we draw something here on the screen, I'll show you that Control Z will undo the last operation, and you can keep doing Control Z to go back to what you had. Control Y will redo these operations in order. And if you want to cancel the operation you're in, for instance, I'm pulling a rectangle right now, if I hit Escape before I do my final click, that rectangle is not drawn. Same with a circle. I'm going to hit Escape here. So Escape basically gets you out of the tool that you're using. All right, some of the custom shortcuts that I use. If we had a bunch of guides displayed in the model, and it's common to use guides for measuring and other dimensioning, I've got a hotkey set up. G will erase all the guides at once. H will hide anything that's selected. So if I select a timber here and hit H, it's pretty handy in that you can see the joinery, all of the tenons that were going into that timber that I hid. If I press U, I'm unhiding the last thing that was hidden. I've got Control U set up to unhide all of the elements that are hidden. So if I hide several things at once, I can do Control U and unhide those all at once. This is my new favorite hotkey. What I used to do when editing a model like this is to pull a component out from the model, make a copy of it. Then I've got it in space where I can actually see the joinery and work on it. But you really don't have to do that. You can do a Control H, which will basically hide everything but the copies of the component that you're working on. So it hides a whole lot of stuff for you automatically, and it also shows you all the instances of a component that you have open in the model. And when you're working on that at any time, you can do a Control H again to unhide all of the rest of the model. Another thing that's handy in timber frame modeling is X for X-ray. So this is an X-ray mode where you can actually see the joinery. You can see inside timbers and see if your joinery aligns. And that's a toggle also. So if I press X again, I'm out of X-ray. And I've got W set up to hide and show my windows. In SketchUp 2016, they've implemented this tray, which is great, where all of your supporting windows can be in there. Okay, that's it on hotkeys.